Hello everyone, how are you doing? Today we will watch a short retelling of the movie The Thing. In 1982, paleontologist Kate receives an invitation from Dr. Sander to join him and his assistant Adam to a research team that discovered a certain structure that looks like a spaceship under the ice of Antarctica. Not far from this place, the expedition found the body of a certain creature frozen into the ice about 100,000 years ago. After the block of ice along with the body is delivered to the station, Dr. Sander decides to take a sample of the creature's tissue for examination, ignoring Kate's protests. Later, when the whole team is celebrating, co-pilot Derek sees something break through a block of ice and run away. The team is divided into groups for searches. A missing dog is found. In the dog's cage, the floor is covered with blood, and the mesh is broken. Two Norwegians, Olaf and Henrik, discover something under one of the station buildings. The monster suddenly pierces Henrik's chest with a long tentacle and drags him under the building. At the screams of Tin, who got the blood of the pierced Henrik, the rest of the team members run over and, having made sure that the creature cannot be killed with pistols, burn it. During the autopsy, Kate and Adam notice that the cells of something are still alive and, moreover, disguised as Henrik's cells. Meanwhile, the team is preparing to leave the station in a single helicopter to provide medical assistance to Tin and bring help with them. As they are about to take off, Kate discovers bloodied dental crowns and a blood-soaked shower on the bathroom floor. Terrified that there might be an imitation monster on the helicopter, she runs out of the station, frantically signaling the helicopter to land. When Carter decides to sit down, the creature transforms and kills Tin. The helicopter goes into uncontrolled rotation and crashes in the mountains nearby. When Kate returns to the station, the blood in the shower turns out to be washed by someone. In the break room, Kate expounds her thoughts about the nature of the creature. It can imitate any life form, even a human, but it cannot create inorganic objects such as dental crowns, so when imitating living beings, it spits out inorganic matter. Most of the team members do not believe Kate, or believe that she artificially whips up paranoia. They decide to go to the nearest camp for help. After everyone leaves, Juliet tells Kate that she believes her and that she saw Colin coming out of the shower with a towel. She also tells Kate that she knows where the keys to the all-terrain vehicles are, and offers to pick them up so that no one leaves the station. However, when they come to the back room for the keys, Juliet transforms and tries to absorb Kate. Kate runs away, meeting Carl along the way, who gets in the way of Juliet's monster and dies. Lars comes running to the screams with a flamethrower and burns something. After the team burns the remains of Juliet and Carl outside, Carter and Derek return, frozen and barely alive. Since there are suspicions that they are infected, Kate decides to lock them up before a test is ready to determine the infection. Adam and Sander are preparing a test with blood samples in the laboratory, but as soon as they both leave, a fire engulfs the laboratory. A conflict breaks out in the team between Norwegians and Americans, during which Kate offers a simpler test. She examines the teeth of polar explorers. With the help of a flashlight, non-infected people have crowns. During the test, Adam, Dr. Sander, the station chief, and Colin are under suspicion. They either watch their teeth or have porcelain prostheses that are indistinguishable in appearance from real teeth. Kate sends Lars and Jonas to get Carter and Derek to check on them, but when they arrive, the Norwegians discover a hole in the floor of the barn. When armed with a flamethrower, Lars enters a nearby building. he is grabbed and dragged inside. Jonas returns in a panic and persuades him to come back for Lars, but Kate demands to keep the suspects at gunpoint. During an argument, Carter and Derek break into the building, armed with Lars's flamethrower and a pistol. Edward convinces that the Americans killed Lars and are infected. When Petter picks up the flamethrower, Derek kills him with a pistol shot, thereby damaging the flamethrower's tank. The flamethrower explodes, stunning Edward. When he is brought to the break room, he transforms into something and kills Jonas with a detached hand. Then he fatally wounds Derek and Adam with a tentacle. Sander and Colin run away. Kate and Carter try to destroy the transformed Adam Edward, but the flamethrower works intermittently and the fused creature escapes. Derek dies and Kate burns him, with Edward's hand transformed. Carter and Kate go in search of the monster and burn his second detached arm. Meanwhile, the two-faced something attacks Sander, after which it drives Carter into the kitchen and tries to devour him, but gets hit by a jet of flame from Kate's flamethrower. It runs out of the building and dies. Kate and Carter notice how Sander steals one of the all-terrain vehicles and start chasing him. They are staying at the crash site of an alien ship that is being prepared for launch. Kate finds herself alone and meets Sander something, who chases after her and even grabs her, but Kate destroys his grenades from a box that Lars had secretly shown her earlier. Kate and Carter, who appeared before the explosion, return to the rover, where Carter, removing the flamethrower and climbing into the cockpit, suggests Kate head to the Russian station. However, Kate notices that Carter doesn't have an earring in his left ear. Despite his excuse, Kate burns him alive along with an all-terrain vehicle, from which the screeching of something is faintly heard. Kate slowly climbs into the remaining all-terrain vehicle and silently looks into space. The next morning, another pilot, Matthias, arrives on the second helicopter, who discovers that the station has been burned and dilapidated. From the window of one of the buildings, a shot of Lars, who survived the attack, is heard in the direction of Matthias. The surviving polar explorer in a rage forces Matthias to open his mouth and examines his teeth. At this moment, the dog something runs out of the station and starts off. Lars shoots at her, but misses. Ordering Mattis to start the helicopter, they set off after the dog in pursuit. That's how this movie ends. Thank you for watching. If you liked the retelling, put likes and subscribe. Soon there will be a lot of videos on the channel. See you later.